Hi, I'm back with another review for another one of Olight's flashlights. Now, they've sent me this H15S Wave. It's a variable output 250 lumen head torch. Looks good. Now, what do you get? Right, well, I've said before, 250 lumen maximum output. That's with this diffuser down, up, sorry. Now, without the diffuser on, you get 200 lumen. On medium, you get 100, on 85, and on low, you get 15 and 12. With and without diffuser. So it's awfully good for long range work and for close up. The light's emitted by the Cree XML2, which is the same as the M18 Maverick, which I've also reviewed here on YouTube, and several other lights in the range have also got the same LED. So the piece de resistance for me is the sensor bit. You get IR sensors on this this lamp, enabling you to turn it off using kind of a Jedi wave of the hand. It's very cool and I think very useful. So look at the torch itself. It's a versatile little lamp, and I spoke about the diffuser. There it is there. It flips up by pressing this button here. Now it flips up quite a good way, so it gets right out of the way of the beam, which is really good. Like I say, with it up, you'll get an 85 metre throw, easy. The battery pack located on the back of the elastic, which is joined by the coiled cable that's clipped to the headband. The light's powered either by the supplied rechargeable lithium battery pack or 4 AAA batteries, and you charge the pack using the micro USB that comes in the box. Now to charge it, I'll just show you. This is where you take the door off the battery pack housing. Now all you do is you twist and it clicks. Now that's as far as it'll go, and you just lift it. Don't yank it, whatever you do, because it's attached by this wire here. So then you take out your power pack or battery, and with micro USB, quite simply, you pop it in like that and then pop that into your computer. That's all well and good. I would have liked to have seen that you could actually charge the power pack direct while it's on the while everything's in here and all snug and closed up. Because I'm worried about these little lugs on here. I'm not 100% sure that they'll last for too long, but anyways, I've not had a problem with them, and when you go to put it back on, you simply press down and twist and it clicks in. So that's that. The overall build is plastic, which cuts down on the weight, and having the battery pack on the rear means that you get good weight distribution as well. But the fact that it's plastic doesn't mean that it's delicate, far from it. It's impact resistant to about 1 metre, which is good because when I had it out I did drop it and it's absolutely fine. It's waterproof as well, to a certain degree. I wouldn't go swimming in it, but it's okay. Go out and it's raining, it'll be absolutely fine. The lamp itself is joined to its housing in a way you can tilt it. You can tilt it a total of 75 degrees, which is really useful for walking. You don't have to have your head bowed all the time. Now, the battery pack and the lamp both have felt on the back for added comfort as well, so they've kind of thought of everything. Now the LED is housed in this reflector here. Now it's a very deep reflector. It's textured, and which gives you a really good throw and flood. So to the function of it, you turn the headlamp on with a single click of the big red button. Once you turn the battery pack on, of course, you've got 3 blue lights there. I don't know if you can make them out, but there's 3 lights there, and that's your battery charge. And this little button that glows slightly as well, so alright for somebody behind you. So anyway, like I was saying, to the function itself, you turn the headlamp on with a single click of the big red button, and you click the red button again to run through the sequence from high to medium to low and to standby. I'll say standby, not off, because off is when you turn the battery pack off, obviously. Now by default, the cool bit, which is the wave, the sensors come on by default, as does the high beam. So to turn it on and off, once you've switched the lamp on, like I say, it comes on by default, and all you do is you just wave your hand in front and you wave it again and it comes on. So wave it off and wave it on. That's absolutely fine if you're out and about, camping, fishing, running, jogging, whatever. Not so great if you're under a sink or in an attic, because whenever you come up close to anything, it's going to go off. So what can you do about that? When the lamp's switched on, just press and hold the big button halfway down, and you see the lamp flickered there very slightly. That's the IR sensors off. So for anybody that has complained before about the IR sensor and how it goes off when they're working in tight enclosed spaces, turn the IR sensor off. It's not rocket science. So unlike other flashlights in the series, this one doesn't have a memory, so like I say, the lamp will always revert to high beam when it's switched back on. It's a really simple interface and it works really well. Also in the box, you get spare elastic for going over the top of your head. Great for added stability and stops the lamp from bobbing about all over the place. I've said before, you get the charging lead and you get your manual. If you're not sure of anything that the lamp does, it tells you everything on the box. It's got all the specifications on there, and the instruction manual, very simple and very straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside when it gets dark, and I'll run through the functions for you. I'll pop it on at the end of this video, and I'll let you see how it gets on in the dead of night. Here we go. Now the wave comes on by default on high, so you're always going to have that, and I've got the IR sensors on because they come on as standard. So if I just wave myself in front there, you can see that it goes off. That's it. Now, because I've got it tilted down for me walking. So I'm just going to walk out a little bit. You can see that you can, it lights quite a way in the distance. I can see perfectly clear. Now I'm going to stop just by this tree and going to go through the functions of the head torch. So everything's functioned by the red button on the top of the house, and I say I'm on high at the moment. Press it once, it goes down to medium, and then go down to low. Can't really see anything showing up on the camera unless it's right up in front of me, which I've just walked a wee bit towards me, and that obviously is right there. And then of course you switch again to off, so you bring it on, and like I say, the sensor's on by default. I'm just going to turn it off, and hopefully you'll see the light flicker as I press and hold the red button. You see it flicker there. Now that's, you can see I'm waving my hand in front and nothing, it's staying on. So that's for if you're in enclosed spaces and don't want it to go off by accident. So I'll just turn it back on, and it flicks again and it shows that it's coming back on again. So that's the functions of this head torch, which is pretty damn good. I just thought I'd add a little bit to the end of this review for the Wave. There was a couple of things that I forgot to show you, which I'd like to show you just now. I've taken the head torch off my head, just so I can show you this. It's just another little function which I think is really quite cool for in camp, for doing anything close up. When you've got the IR on and you wave to turn the actual beam off, you're actually left with this. Now, see, I did that, I was too close to the light there. Okay, now you're left with that. Okay, now the two IR sensors, that, believe it or not, is enough to read by in the dead of night. And you only get them when you turn the main beam off by wave. That's the only time they'll come on. Now, another thing that I'll show you is at the back of the light, you see this. That's your power pack button on, and the blue lights showing you the battery charge. So actually, if you've got somebody walking behind you, that's a good indicator for them how far behind to stay. So that's just a couple of things that I forgot to mention, which I thought I'd just put on to the end here. So again, thanks for watching, and please watch my other videos. Bye now.